Hello and welcome to episode 10 now of Garmin to smashing PB at the London Marathon 2025 question mark. You mean this is the weekly update? I put obviously my posts up on Instagram and Neil a dad that runs, and this is just a weekly blog bit that I do on YouTube just to kind of more create a diary of what's going on and that. But first of all, I've got two bits of news, and that firstly, I was supposed to mention this last video and that, but I have actually put my name in the ballot for the Berlin Marathon in next September. If I get a place there, I mean, who knows? But there is a ballot placing application, so we will find out in December if that's the case. So I could be, hopefully, if I get in, I'll be heading off to my second different major. I'm already doing the London Marathon again via Sea Abilities charity place. Again, thank you so much to them and that, and links down below to my Just Giving page as we raise money for them for the London Marathon and that. So yeah, that was the first part of the news. Berlin Marathon application sent off, ready to go. Hopefully we'll get lucky. And that second news, last night I recorded this on a Sunday after my last run of the week, and last night I had a bit of a late one as I was kind of watching my friend all through the day on the Ironman page in Portugal, as my friend Mikola just smashed out an Ironman. The guy has been training so hard for well over a year now, and it's been such a great inspiration. I run Bergen City Marathon with him this year. Always a good laugh, down to earth, and just love the guy to bits. And so amazing to see his journey on the Ironman play out. I mean, when I watched it, and it was just telling me how far he got left to do. It's 220 something kilometers altogether. He actually runs a whole marathon after cycling 160 something or 180 something and nearly a 4K swim. Insane, inspirational, amazing. The guy is a legend. So I just want to show you this video of Mikola just smashing it, coming down the finish line. Thank you very much for Tron being out there with Mikola and that, and just keeping us updated via social media and actually live pictures, and it was fantastic. And that, but following him on the app was great too, but to have some video footage as well, just absolutely amazing. So thank you so much on all of that lot, and please just enjoy this video. This is truly inspirational. At 13 hours 59 minutes dead on. Absolutely amazing. It was just incredible. Fantastic video there. Really pleased for him and that. So yeah, again, well done and amazing to see. But now on to my week. It's been a funny one. It's beginning to kind of, Garmin's been not acting up, but it's kind of been a little bit difficult for me. I don't know if that's because of I have been overtraining or whatever, but I don't feel like it. I know the sleep's been a problem, whatever, some stress. And the life has been, it's got its ups and downs. It does for everybody. I'm just a normal person, an everyday runner that loves to run, but has to work and has to deal with life and all of that lot. and running is the second part of my life. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff been going on, and that. So my Garmin picks up on stress and sleep and body battery and all that lot. So it's all been a little bit strained, apparently. You mean I had felt a little bit fatigued the other week, but is that because of a slight illness? There's a lot of illnesses going around and all that lot. So it's been a bit of an ups and down week for that. But I mean, we've been trying to stick to the plan as we can, and that following the consistency of a training plan, basically. And that as we build the foundation ready to jump onto this huge, ambitious training plan to hit the ambitious finishing time of London Marathon that I have. So, you mean, Monday was a base run, and a longer one than normal, really. 1 hour and 11 minutes. It was supposed to be 138 beats per minute. We all know I do slightly higher, but then I ran home, and like we say before, it's a hilly section course, or hilly place, so it's not flat. So there is ups and downs, and that always affects your heart rate, anyway. So that was normal. Did actually cut the run a little bit short, about a minute and a half, because I coincided the run to get me back to pretty much a couple of kilometers down the road from me at a bus station, and that so then I can catch the bus, because it's quite it's a strong hill back from there, and at the end of a long day at work, and then obviously a long run as well, basically. It's just nice to not have to hassle with that, and so I tried to coincide it with the bus thing, but then a bus was going to leave in 1 minute 30 seconds, and I had 3 minutes left on my run, so I kind of run a minute and a half and jumped on the bus. So 2 minutes short on that base run, but considering I normally overdo my runs anyway by a couple of minutes, I'm not going to cry over this one. I didn't really want to wait around half an hour for another bus, so yeah, we took that one. Then Tuesday is now my planned rest days. I always have my kids on a Tuesday, so it's always and I work, so it's a bit of a rush getting home, and I don't really want to go out from, getting back from work to then going out on a run when my kids are here, and that on an evening and that. So Tuesday was a rest day as normal now, and then it threw me into Wednesday, which was an anaerobic session. It was 10 times 40 seconds of pace of about 4 minutes 15 kilometer pace. I did it running home. It was actually 2 sets of 5s with a 5-minute recovery in between the 2 sets, and with a 3-minute recovery during each rep. And that normally I take a picture of the actual workout, but these, a couple of times when I'm at work, I forget to do that sometimes, so don't have the data on there to show in these little bits on that one, but you get the rest of the details of the runs there anyway. So that was, it was good. I kind of felt that I kept the sprint a little bit better than normal. 40 seconds, it's longer to kind of gauge it a bit more. I did feel that sometimes the GPS didn't kick in quite straight, so then it was, I was up to speed, but it didn't feel that, I didn't record on my watch that I was up to speed because of maybe a GPS glitch or something in that bit, so it couldn't track me where I was and my speed, I guess. So I was full out sprints, and then it kind of showed in some of the intervals when it was just going way too quick. So it's still something that I don't know. And then again, running home, it's not a flat course. When you're on a flat, you can gauge your interval speeds a little bit better. When you're running up hills on an interval, you can't. So I can't at the moment. We're still early days on this. So, but that was that journey on there on the Wednesday anaerobic session. I'm not going to lie. These are the ones that really throw my body battery and my fatigue on training readiness. We started really seeing it again. The issues of all of that lot. and out on the watch, and you'll see some of the data coming along. And either now or a little bit later, as I get the days kind of run up and that. So Thursday we went into a base run, and that 42 minutes at 138. That's the normal kind of basey bits. Actually did this one around like Centrum, and that just around there, around the big lake that I've been doing a lot of these runs after work, and that, or on my tempo training runs, and that. I just didn't feel, I didn't want to kind of catch the bus home and then do a run, a little bit later at night, and it's not far enough or long enough run for me to get necessarily home, and that, or to a point where it's easy to get home, and that to be a lot of kind of time out there where I didn't want to be out. So I'd rather keep it effective and do the run at somewhere, get back back to work, changed, and away I go again on the bus home, and that. So that was 602 kilometer pace, covering 7 kilometers on that base run there. Just a gentle jog around town. It wasn't kind of far enough to get home and all that lot, so I just decided to do it in town, and that straight after work, get changed, catch the bus home, try and chill out and all that lot for the rest of the evening, because this is where it all started getting a bit crazy with my stress level numbers or my training readiness and things like that. So the idea was to get home, rest up, good night's sleep, back ready for the next session of the day, or the next daily workout session, which was supposed to be a base run, and that lot, but we'll let the next video just take you on there. So basically that was Thursday, and then Friday was supposed to be a base run, but I took that as a rest day as well, and that just because my numbers were getting poor, but that gets explained on my next video. So my Garmin Connect is telling me that my training readiness is pretty poor. My heart rate V stress thing is poor. So it's supposed to be an anaerobic sprint session. I'm not going to do that. Changed it about a little bit. I took a rest day yesterday to try and creep up the numbers resting, and it did a little bit, but it's not enough. So I'm going to do yesterday's base run today, and then tomorrow's long run should stay, because Garmin, although it's telling me I'm fatigued and all that lot, it's not actually changing my runs that much. I'm supposed to do an anaerobic sprint session today, which kills my battery, my body battery. So that's why I'm not going to do that. And then I just want to get some more base runs in. As we do marathon training plans, it's supposed to be the 80-20 approach, where 20% speed and then 80% long slow runs, and that. So that's kind of what we're aiming for, and that with this now. So hopefully, I'm looking forward to trying to do a threshold on Monday. That has slightly changed, and that will be in the other video anyway. But that has slightly changed a bit, but I know what the details were, so I'm going to plug that in and do that, because I really want to do that workout, and it'll be interesting to see how close of a 5k speed I am. But that's not this section, this is next week's, and that. So yeah, just thought I'd do that. Just going to take a gentle jog today on this 42-minute one. Supposed to be heartbeat of 138, but we'll take it gentle and just relaxed. I just want to try and get my parameters back into the correct levels, and I don't feel fatigued now. My body has done, don't get me wrong, but I feel good, I feel fresh, and that. I don't want to have too many days off. It's I want to keep at least 5 runs a week. So that's what we're sticking to. And we'll just take it gentle and we'll see how we need. They are Garmin suggested. So it's not a, you have to. But it's the consistency plan that I'm looking at. It's the plan that keeps me consistent and going to doing what I want to do. So that's what we just need to keep an eye on. But yeah, let's get this run out done. I'll see you later, guys. So yeah, that was Saturday. You got to kind of think about it. You got to try and keep things working and able and all this. We want consistent training, but we also need to make sure that we're functioning well enough to have quality training and that. So I hit up with the 7K run again on Saturday. Base run, gentle, fine. It's just around the area and that. You've seen these runs and that on the data and that. And just a gentle jog. So no anaerobic session. And that on the Friday, or on the Saturday. And then, like I said, it was a late night on Saturday because of my friend doing his run. And then I was also watching the T100 that was in Las Vegas. At 2 o'clock in the morning, there's about 10K left on the men's run. And Alistair Brownlee had kind of slipped quite back after having a penalty on his ride and that. So he kind of fought a little bit too hard to try and pick up the places he was losing, and then obviously, overworked it there. So he slipped off. So that was it. I kind of went to bed at 2 o'clock with 10K left to go, just to try and make sure I was okay for a longish run on the Sunday. Base run, long run on Sunday, 1 hour, 28 minutes, 138 beats per minute. A nice journey. It's a long run again. These are the runs I like, and that more as such. So off down to the race course around there. I did about 2 kilometers around there, and then back again. So altogether, I went over a little bit on the time. By just a minute and a half, and that covered 14 kilometers. At a pace of 6:23 per kilometre average. It's quite hilly, and that is, these routes aren't changing, so we can compare it later on. How quick runs are becoming at the same heart rates. I think average 143 beats per minute, but that's normal for me on a longer run. There will be some drift, and that as the runs get longer. You don't always stay at that pace. So yeah, that was, Sunday base run. It's just kind of sticking a little bit more to that 80-20 system and that. With that anaerobic, they wanted me to do another anaerobic, but I kind of cut that one out. So I just need to get out there. We are following the plan as well as we can, but also making sure that it's sensible and not exhausting, because we've got a long journey to go on this. It's about 26 weeks, I think, to the marathon. Still a long way away. We're in a building phase. Let's not burn out before we start the proper training and that. So yeah, quick overview of the week. 49 kilometers this week, so still massively over what I was doing this time last year. I think for the actual year, I've smashed well over now 1,000 English miles in the year. That's something I've been looking to try and do for many a year, but just never got around to actually maintaining it, the running. So this year I've just been running constantly. So yeah, smashed that now. This time last year, still only 20-ish kilometers a week. So now I'm kind of 50 again, or nearly 50. But I got more quality runs in. And I need these quality runs to hit this ambitious finish time. And we work on that a little bit more next week with some tempo run and that I got planned. We might see an interesting 5K, but we just have to see how it pans out. along with the base runs as normal. I mean, I just follow the plan. I'd see what Garmin tells me and that, and then hopefully the sleep will get better, the training readiness will get better, and there's a few ways I can look into that and work on that one. So it's just kind of reacting to what happens and how we react to it, and that to keep us hopefully fit and ready and able to do it. My legs don't feel sore, my body doesn't feel sore, so I just need to tweak a little bit. I don't know, to make sure that the readiness is ready, and all that lot. So I'm feeling good and all that lot. It would be a hell of a lot better if we raise some more money for the Seeability. So again, please donate what you can when you can. The sooner they get the money, the sooner they can spend it, and it's a very worthy cause. So please just click on the link below and send what you can. Also, again, please like and subscribe. Comment. I would love to hear what you guys like, what you don't like. It is basically just a diary, and that I understand that, and a lot of it is for my own kind of benefits as well. But hopefully, it's kind of interesting for some of you guys that are kind of thinking of maybe following a plan, and that, or following a Garmin, and we have these things, so it'd be interesting to you. But let me know. I'm not a reviewer. I don't review things as such, but if there is something I like, I'll tell you what's working for me, and but there's no actual reviews or anything. So this is just a diary of my Garmin daily workout suggested plan that gets me hopefully to this smashing a PB in London 2025. So we'll leave it there. Again, click like, subscribe, tell your mates, and share it. There's a crazy guy that's following his Garmin and wanting to smash a PB whilst raising a lot of money for Seeability. Hope you have a good week, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.